right. You could be rich, you could be famous, and you could even have the world at your feet. But if you're single and looking for a house in Mumbai, then be prepared for the worst. Flat owners and housing societies in Mumbai are increasingly adopting the no spouse, no house approach and refusing to rent out to single men and women. Is this legal and is there a way out? Ankita Sinha gets you this story.
Come on.
Pratik Ghosh is living the dream life. He has a great job, earns a good salary and has a squeaky clean background. Yet he has one major problem. While he wants to rent a house in Mumbai, no one seems ready to give him one.
The first time I came to Mumbai, I went looking for houses and stuff. And the worst thing was like, everyone asked me the same question, are you a bachelor? Are you living with your family? And once I said I'm a bachelor, that was like a huge drawback. Everyone were like, they didn't want to give me a place.
Pratik is just one among thousands who are finding out the hard way that India's financial capital is no home for single people. Regardless of how good your references are, for most landlords in India's financial capital, renting out their flats to bachelors is a complete no-no.
Most of the brokers and the landlords, landladies, they were looking for families. It's definitely tougher for bachelors to find a house in Bombay.
If you thought that only men had it tough, think again. Single women on average face a tougher time getting housing, with landlords preferring men as they have less to worry about in terms of providing safety, security and even comfort. In that scenario, being a single man gives you an edge.
The primary problem that girls have is if they're seen with a man anywhere in the vicinity of whatever accommodation they hire, or if they're seen in the presence of alcohol, if they're seen coming back late, it is considered as a dent in your personality and in your overall character, and immediately you are considered unworthy for a particular accommodation.
Most societies openly put up boards stating that no single person can be allowed to rent an apartment in the complex. They go to the extent of imposing penalties on landlords and real estate agents who defy these rules. As a result, even real estate consultants have started steering clear of single people.
Maximum societies are not allowing the bachelors to stay in the society. If they stay with their parents, then only it is allowed. So we also doesn't want to take that thing, and we concentrate on the family only.
This intolerance continues despite finding no place under the law.
Under the Maharashtra Cooperative Societies Act, there is no bar for you subletting to any kind of person, whether it's a family or a bachelor or anybody, so long as you follow whatever is written down in the Act and the bylaws. Even if in the bylaws there is a provision which specifically says that you will not sublet to a bachelor or a single person, I think that is violative of his fundamental rights under the Constitution, and therefore it is illegal completely.
But not too many single people are aware of this and so are forced to continue on. In the meantime, sites like Flat.to have emerged as thriving platforms for single people looking for housing. So there you go, the message from Mumbai is loud and clear. If you're single and looking to rent a flat, then maybe it's time to get married. However, with the rise in the number of working professionals in the city, maybe it's time the authorities stepped in just to ensure that these single people have a place to call home. Ankita Sinha, NDTV.